Finally, I'm not getting bitten, so I'm doing a bit better now. I'm not getting fucked off by midges. But I've been here. I've claimed my title as Viaduct Visitor. Just to show how big this fucking viaduct is. That is Chris. He's about a fucking 6 foot tall guy. And this is the fucking viaduct. That was a good visit, I enjoyed that. But getting bitten, eaten alive. The other day. It was not on the menu, but apparently it was. Or I was on the fucking menu apparently. That was very strange. I just heard a big rumble as I'm walking this way, and yet I could have sworn it was another train. It's not, but it's fucking sounded like one. Look at the size of that fucker! That's a massive slug and it's got like points on his back. I just walked past him and went, what the hell is it? I can hear the electricity buzzing again. Keep thinking it's cockroaches, but I'm starting to think it's very high electricity through a transformer that's probably quite old. Now, if the water, little river, lake thing on my left wasn't here, you would definitely hear that electricity. But it's there. And I'm also dying to get to my car, or van, whatever the fuck. I've got a 3 and a bit hour drive home. Plus a stop for tea, which is a good bit. And go to the bathroom and all that shit. Oh. That was epic. I just whistled and it turned. Might be all the footage I need. That is bloody cool. So it was after this that everything went tits up, so to speak. This is a photo of a massive burger box inside McDonald's, and the address was Unaired, Fort William. Ate our food, come out and see this when I try and start the van. Water detector and fuel service required, minus 40 degrees, no start, no starter spinning. Checked the fuse box, couldn't find anything apart from fuse 22. I thought, yes, fuse 22, battery monitoring system, replaced it. Still didn't work. Shit. Called a mechanic out, hit the starter, put a jump pack on the battery. Nah, bump start wouldn't work either, jump start wouldn't work, starter hitting the starter wouldn't work, changing relays about to test them wouldn't work, undoing that big master cable and shoving it back in wouldn't work. Couldn't find anything that was out of place. Just thought, right, it's dead, but why? The taxi driver that we got on the way back, because it had to be recovered, suggested fuel injectors. The fuel pump was making a whine. So we were really confused as to why it wasn't starting. It just did this. So the footage you're about to see, which is on screen just now, is the taxi ride on the way home. The clip you just saw was me filming with my dad trying to start the van the night after, when I got it back. So we had a taxi, and you can see by this video that I'm absolutely shattered, but it was 4:20 in the morning, and I'd been up since 10:30 the day previously. So we're just heading home. You can see a taxi meter there. And I was just so shattered. I saw this dash cam and I thought, am I daydreaming or something? Am I fucking hallucinating? Because that screen's blue. But no. So we got home, the van came back 7 at night, and holy shit, it was just a horrendous day. Until I found out just what it was. So there was nothing important in those videos that you need to hear, except for the guy saying that the taxi would have actually cost us £460 if we'd had to pay for it ourselves. The taxi had to come from Stirling to Fort William to Dundee to drop me and Chris off, and then go back to Stirling, because apparently Fort William doesn't have any taxis. I don't know. There we go. They also didn't have a recovery truck available, hence why my van came out 10 hours after I did. Oh well. This is our taxi ride home. Let's just roll the footage, and I'll tell you in a few minutes just what was wrong.
So, I was an hour and a half to come to you, 2.5 hours to take back, plus, we'll say well, back to Cullen will be an hour and a half. So what's that, 3, 5, 5.5, maybe 6 hours altogether?
Jesus,
See that hotel there, that is
It's up for sale.
Is it?
2.5 million the one for it.
Oh,
Not a surprise. So the drive went on, we got back home, Chris went to his house, I went to mine. I immediately jumped in my bed and just died after diving on the bed. Oh, I slept for about 14 hours that day. I was shattered. Hey, ready? Well, that's pretty much how the dashboard stayed for the next I don't know how long. Every light lit up like a bloody Christmas tree. My diagnostic scanner at one point wouldn't even scan so many codes. On your screen now is just all of the shit that went wrong. That was the main screen. This is a breakdown of every error code, which is, I don't know, probably as many as you could get on that van. But yeah, there's a lot of them. Just look at them. Eventually, though, I did fix it. Would you believe it? So, obviously still something wrong, because it still says -40 and there's a warning on the dash. It is not -40. The engine warning lights and the mass airflow sensor, which eventually did go away, and obviously the handbrake light's on. Oh, here's Chris. This is just more than 24 hours later, I believe, or 48 or something. We got home Tuesday, very, very early morning. Yeah. I didn't go to bed till about 8 in the morning, couldn't sleep, possibly 9. Slept in till fuck knows what time. Now she's back alive and better than ever. The active grill shutter's still doing my nutting. You might now be asking what was wrong. So I should have clicked when the day before this happened. I was using my OBD reader through the van and it said battery health or battery state of charge 25%, which is very, very low. But it didn't click to me until obviously this happened and I went, bad battery. And yes, I've repeated this footage just so it's something video's interesting for you to watch. Changed the battery out, got a new battery. Still was dead, but it was a big issue. Tested it with a brand new battery tester as well, a battery charger unit, which said basically it was fucked. So I'm glad I got a new battery. That was £100 odd. It was 60 quid to get the mechanic out, 74 quid to get the recovery. Oh, I was absolutely drained in the bank after that one. Plus the battery charger being an extra 80 quid. I bought 2 new relays for it as well, which turned out not to be the issue, but that was about £10 as well, £11 maybe. But eventually turned out to be a fuse. So here's a photo of the fuse box. This was the morning after it had its issue. So I'd replaced fuse 22 and that was while the mechanic was still with me. I then left to go and check for another fuse. If you have a look where I'm about to zoom into, there's a fuse missing and I believe it's fuse 48. And that is what fixed it. But it wasn't there. It begs the question as to why it wasn't there. But as soon as I put that in and went to start the van, it started right up like a dream. All the warning lights went away, and now it's fixed. I don't want anything more to do with it, it's fixed now, but I'll leave you with these final 2 images, and thank you so much for watching. Like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.